doxing people. It's a actual stalking community. I'll give you more insight on this because it's fucking tragic. Pretty weird. And let's just
often including full names, photos.
Exactly the level of fuck around find out we had. The T App Store GPS location for sign up.
In the aftermath, a game was.
I'm gonna show.
So again, you have.
Why are men not dating anymore?
And so anyway, we have this right here.
Oh my god. Now the funniest thing is this T-Hap. I'll just be honest. This is fucking hilarious. Crazy. So anyway, they had the leaderboard. They had the whole fucking game. They have women that defeated you. Oh no. Fucking insane. Anyway, turns out this app is amazing.
Welcome to the Daily Read, and I am your host, Marcus Gentry. The T-App has been hacked again, people. These men are keeping their feet on these people's neck about this T-App. This T-App has been around for almost 2 years. And the problem is, when you look at the map, this has to be backed by other men. And they're saying the founder of this app is gay. This is an agenda. A flat out agenda to allow millions of women to have a stalking app where you can date a woman, fall out with her in Texas, move to New York, meet another woman, you and her have no problems, but an alert can pop up on her phone in Texas to alert her that you're dating again, and then she can tell all kinds of lies on you just to get you broken up from your new girlfriend. This is some crazy stuff. And now the men have started another app. Now the first app they started, the men were posting nude pictures, sex videos of these women. But now the new app, they're trying to do it right. It's called something like Body Count, where you can find out how many men the woman done slept with, how many kids she got. That way you can decide whether you want to date her or not. Relationships in this country is cooked. I mean, it's finna get bad. It's finna get worse than what it is now. But let's get into the show.
The Daily Read, your source for news, politics, sports, and all things trending. Here's your host, Marcus Gentry.
Are in tune to their body. They're not in tune with running a household. They're in tune to social media. They're not in tune with the needs of their significant other or their kids. I'm just gonna be honest. Women really is like, fuck men. It's all about me. And I don't know if it comes from the fucked up experience that they've had or I don't know.
It's the truth. I'm gonna say this. There are so, and we're gonna talk about the guys too, but there are so many women in America who have given guys their body, but don't nobody want to be a legacy with them. That is where feminism comes from. Just think.
And you know, Cora Holcomb is right. Even though he comes off as crass sometimes, and he's a comedian, he speaks the truth on some of this stuff. When a woman racks up so many bodies over the years and have so many kids, she's sharing DNA with other men, and it makes it hard for her to pair bond with another man. You might come into this woman's life and love her to death, but you can't pair bond with this person. She will never be able to give you the same love back. The only thing she can do for you is take your resources for kids that's not even yours.
Think about it. There's women out here who will lay down with this dude, lay down with that dude, and we men, we'll see them as long as we can. But nobody want to build legacy with them. Nobody want to build legacy with them. So I call them the tolerated women.
That's a good one.
They're tolerated. Everything they do in our presence, we tolerate it to get what we want, then we get away from it. And that don't make us no better, fellas. But the main goal that I'm trying to get to in this conversation is we can't help the women who don't get chose. What's your name? I'm London.
I'm good. I got a boyfriend or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? Go out for a couple drinks.
I just think I'm cool. I don't want you cheating on your boyfriend.
I don't got no boyfriend. I didn't say I had a boyfriend.
Yes, you did.
I said something like that.
Well, look, something like that. I don't want you to cheat on something like that.
See, you've been too difficult.
I'm trying to help you out, so you don't
No,
gotta...
you're not trying to help me. I'm trying to help you.
No, I don't need no help from you.
Why not?
Because I don't.
Why?
Why should I?
All I'm saying is, you know, you got the money to do so. And, like, I need to be spoiled.
So you saying you want me to spend a bag on you?
Yeah.
What you doing for me?
I can do everything you want me to do.
Like what?
I can make my throat stretch.
I'm gonna pause that for a second. This is what's going on out here, people. Understand something. London and a couple of other rich guys who got a little money, but I think they have long-term girlfriends. They're out here exposing these women because for so long, these women have been playing in men's faces. And when men started waking up on this stuff, they changed the narrative. Now they're saying the reason I don't want to mess with you, not because you're broke, but because you're dangerous. I'm scared. It's obfuscation. Understand what that is. Most men are not out here hitting women across the head and dragging them off into the bushes. That's a lie. Women created that narrative so they can be out here as 304s and whores and can't nobody say nothing to them. She just told this man, I have a boyfriend. And she looked at him like he was dangerous. He said, okay. He walks off and gets in a Lamborghini. She runs back and skip the boyfriend. She probably does have a boyfriend. Little dude work at Walmart somewhere. You know, he don't know that his girlfriend is out here at this man's car. She don't even know, talking about she can make her throat stretch. I mean, this is what's going on out here, people. A lot of these women on this T app, and by the way, the T app just got exposed again. A lot of these women are ran through. So by the time they make it back to a normal guy who works at a normal job, they got 3 or 4 babies. They got crushed dreams. They got hate in their heart. And the only thing they can do for you is give you used up box and make you spend your money on somebody else's kids that ain't yours. And the T app is making it worse because the women that's getting on the T app are basically weeding out the normal guys. They're predators. But other women have exposed people saying that, ooh, who is that guy? If he has the look like he has money, you know, do he fuck good? You know, what's his Facebook page? So basically, you're poor or you're middle class, you're scary, you're a danger, you're a predator. But if you got money, all of a sudden you're safe. You're a safe person, you know, to spin a bag on me, and she can make her throat stretch. This is crazy.
I can make a mess.
I'm good. All right, leave. What are you still right here for?
Okay, because I'm just trying to, like, okay, you don't got to be rude. You don't wind the window down, because
I'm about to pull off for this. You got paper. You could get almost any to do what you wanted to do. When you got paper, the magic of paper, I ain't even got no paper. I ain't got no real paper. You would be amazed at what I could do for the little nickels who died. Well, I got to out here having right there. God, that boy.
And he right. You got money Man, you can make these women stand on their head in a corner naked. I've seen it done. I've seen women squat on bottles, beer bottles, surrounded by a group of guys betting on whether she can pick the bottle up with her vagina. I'm gonna try to keep my cursing down. I've had comments saying I curse too much. I'm gonna try to keep my cursing down. You know, this is iHeartRadio. I'm not on you. I'm on YouTube, but I gotta keep it sort of clean for YouTube. So we're gonna try to change the narrative on the words. But I'm trying to explain to you guys that a lot of these women on this app are used up. They've been discarded by men that they wanted to be with. So they shit on you. They shit on you. The man that works the 9 to 5. They come around you because they need resources. Now look at this woman on the screen. She's an average woman. 4 or 5, maybe 6. I give her 6 on a good day, maybe a 5. Alright? This woman has kids and she's overweight. The average man in this country makes $35,000 to $60,000 a year. The average man. That's her husband. She needs to be trying to find an average man. Listen to what this woman asks for in a man.
Someone who is 6'2" or taller. Someone who is averagely fit. I'm not going to say 100% muscular because I'm not, but someone who's fit and can do outdoor activities with me.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes, and I already know the comments are going to say something, but minimum 200K, and that's only because of what I make and my lifestyle, and so I need someone to keep up with my lifestyle.
Fuck you and Fruit Loops. That's the end of the discussion. Everybody knows motherfucking Captain Crunch. I don't want to hear shit about it. Shut up, bitch. I said I don't want to hear shit about it. Not a word. Here with Geeky Sparkles.
Let me stop there for a second. I had to add that in there. That's the legendary. What's my guy name? Oh shit, I'm laughing so hard I can't think of my bad name for shit. Morgan Freeman, the legendary Morgan Freeman. Funny as hell. He basically telling the man, fuck the Fruit Loops. It's Captain Crunch. Funny as hell. And it fits this. Men are telling you in America, fuck your Fruit Loops. Fuck this gay man that started this app. And fuck you bitter bitches. Fuck you. It's Captain Crunch around here. Let's continue on.
They are spilling the tea. There has been a second breach on the T app. Now, for those of you who don't know what the T app is, it is a stalking app basically for women to narc on men anonymously. They thought, well, a lot of data got breached the other day, and now there is a second data breach that users are talking about abortions and cheating in the DMs.
Yeah, apparently they leaked a bunch of DMs and messages again. So other people were commenting on the...
Before I let them continue on, I try to get a variety of creators and how they feel about certain subjects, because I want it to be clear and plain to you guys out there that this is not just men. I mean, this is not just women. It's men backing this up too. You got some men out here. Let me pull up my camera real quick. As I was saying, this is not just women out here. There are men who have took it upon themselves to be a part of this on the side of the women in the name of protect all women. These men are liars, backstabbers, and snakes. Some of you other men out here need to watch out for these guys. Understand something. These guys have that Superman cape on. Some of these guys are miserable, and they want you to be miserable too. So when you start getting your passport, opening up your options, when you start dating other races of women, these men will try to shame you into doing what they do. There's a lot of different ways to do manhood. Their way ain't particularly the right way to do manhood. They claim it is, but it's not. Let me give you an example of what I mean by that. You got a group of guys, they don't like a particular guy, so they send one of their friends to stand in his bushes and look through his window. This guy that they don't like, he has sex with whores. His brother comes over, starts cooking up dope. He smokes weed. But when he's in public, he don't bring his personal stuff to the public. So now the guy standing in his bushes goes back to the other guys and the women and say, yeah, I told you he was a bad guy. I was just standing in his bushes. This is what I mean by you gotta watch out for these so-called moral people. A lot of these men cheat on their wives, got side pieces out here. They done went and got degrees. They think they better than you. They got a little more money than you. They got their pick of the women. Some of these people are backstabbers and snakes. Because how you gonna tell somebody your morality is better than theirs when you're standing in somebody's bushes looking through their window? When you're cheating on your wife. I'm hoping I'm getting through to some of you guys out there. Because if you look at the map of this T-app with all of these women on here, it's impossible to get a connection like that going without men's backing. Not saying that men are just controlling over all things, but these women had male supporters in this. Men who don't give a shit about your safety. They don't care nothing about your safety. You're a human being too. Some of these women can lie on you, and then their cousin might see you at a McDonald's and try to kill you or jump on you. They don't care nothing about your safety as a man. But now that this doxing thing has taken over the women, people are scrambling. Let's get back into the show.
There are articles about it that it was basically not in a protected area anyway. Like anybody could have gone into it so easily. For people that were like, oh, we're keeping you anonymous, we're protecting your data, we're protecting you, and letting you have a free space to speak in. The way that people talk, I can't speak to that because I'm not an expert on this, is that it wasn't being stored in a very secure place to begin with.
Yeah, and here's how they marketed it to women. So there's a lawsuit incoming, by the way, but I'm sure there are going to be a lot more. The safest space to spill tea. No screenshots, completely anonymous, and verified women.
Well, they're obviously a screenshot. Well, they obviously have pictures of women because you can't take screenshots supposedly.
Of the app, you can't take a screenshot.
Right.
Let me pause and say something about the lawsuits. I suggest that men probably have found out who some of these women are. Do not, because I don't want any of you men to go down over something that's not protecting your family and your kids and your wife. Don't hit these women up. Just sue them. Don't be violent to these people at all. Understand what I'm saying. When you find out who these people are, sue them. Now the problem with suing them is most hard-working men don't have $10,000 laying around. But as soon as the class action comes, as soon as you get the money, find you a decent lawyer and sue these people. Some of these women really don't have much. because they're going around trying to find men for resources. So once you sue them for $10,000, $20,000 and make them pay your lawyer fees, it'll make them go off somewhere, go on about their business somewhere, quit playing with you. So I suggest for any men to find out they on this app, don't go after these women physically. Go after these women with the court system. Because this stuff is illegal. Make no mistake about it. This stuff is illegal. Let's get back into it.
Like, you mean you can't take another phone and take a picture
You
of
can.
the
So
screen of
that's
another
you can
phone?
still take screenshots, but they make you like to verify you're a woman, which right there is problematic. Because what if you're like a woman who looks kind of manly? Are you not allowed to be verified? What if your dude looks very feminine? Are you allowed to be verified? So that's a good question there. But they have to verify you're a woman by taking a screenshot or looking at your ID.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's so many things with this that red flags to me. It's ridiculous.
It almost feels like somebody did this to intentionally ensnare a bunch of women into spilling a bunch of dirt on guys, and then to, you know what I'm saying? Like, this feels.
I don't think so.
I don't think that was the case, but it feels like if you were gonna do that, this is flypaper. Hey, women, come over here and you can talk shit anonymously about dudes, and there's no way you will ever get caught. And you can say whatever you want. No way you can find out who you are.
The thing that gets me about this is, again, I said this before, if it was women and it was dudes, it would never have been allowed to fly. And that's just it. It's like...
And she's telling the truth. If men started this first, it would have been shut down within a month. It would have been shut down within a month.
You can replace the people that are the ones talking and spilling the tea with any other, demographic, and it sounds like you're a terrible person, then you're a terrible person. It's a terrible app. And that's what happened. So apparently it got leaked, things got leaked once, not included in IDs and screenshots of people's, like, their faces and stuff, like their selfies. And now there's more, like, DMs and stuff have been leaked in a second breach.
Yeah.
And they took it, it's so bad they took it down. They took the app down.
So let's talk about this. I don't even know the details of this. We're going to spill the tea on the tea being spilled. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Go get woo-woo if you do.
Sorry, woohoo! I'm sorry, I have to laugh because is this like the current year Boston Tea Party?
Yeah, maybe the Boston Tea Party.
The men are pushing the tea off the boat.
They're talking about your cousin from Boston. Yeah, so 404 Media had it, and they're the ones who broke the initial story. They said, second tea breach reveals users' DMs about abortions and cheating. A second major security issue with women's dating safety app, T, has exposed much more user data than the first breach they reported on, with an independent security researcher now finding it was possible for hackers to access messages between users discussing abortions, cheating partners, and phone numbers they sent to one another.
Now, the second T app breach is not just old photos from 2 years ago. That's the first breach. The second breach have almost 1 million direct messages. What that means is you can now sue the women. See, at first these women were you couldn't find out who they were. They were anonymous. But now that they've got the DMs, men can literally go in and not just sue the app or the company that made the app, but now you can go after some of these women because phone numbers have been connected to the DMs. This is some wild shit.
Yeah. Oh, great. So now the phone numbers are out there.
Guys, gals, just assume your DMs will be read by somebody that you didn't intend for them to be read by, right? Just assume that Somebody could be looking over somebody else's shoulder, just assume. Somebody could get a hold of their phone. Yeah, somebody could, be like, just assume that somebody else is going to look at them, and don't put anything in a DM that you don't want somebody else to find out about, or that would incriminate you, or that would get somebody else in trouble.
Or that has your phone number.
Right, because once it goes there, for all you know, you're DMing somebody and there's like 10 people sitting around the computer screen reading every damn thing that comes through. You don't know who's reading what.
I mean, when you're doing direct message.
And what he said is true. This is diabolical. Because when you got almost 1 million plus women on an app like this that has no men on it, and they're basically doxing and harassing men, number one, this has to be sanctioned by somebody who's trying to make some kind of move on America to push America. It's an agenda. Understand what I'm saying? To have this many women for 2 years to be on an app denigrating men, harassing men, they're not even worried about no safety. They're not worried about who's a criminal, who's a pedophile. They say that on the app, but they're going on there airing out grievances. So when you got this many people doing that, and then you have a gay man who started the app, and then you have rich backers who are giving him money to fund the app, who are these rich backers? This sounds like an agenda. Now, I don't know if it's an agenda to push America in a certain direction, but it's an agenda. Maybe it was an agenda to expose how many women out here doing shit. I don't know, but this is an agenda. The pattern is there. I want to move on to the next guy. He's funny as hell. You guys really gonna enjoy this. This is hilarious. He's one of Luxicor is one of my favorite anime comedians on the web. Funny as hell. Check this out.
Timeline, but we live on the greatest timeline. We have all the tea for you and all the victories. I am going to tell you something completely real and true, the likes of which no one has expected to witness. Women just got themselves in quite a big dizzy. It's been really bad for women because of what they did to themselves. No one is truly an enemy to women these days like other women, and women have managed to echo chamber themselves too close to the sun. Welcome to the tea controversy. If you are not ready for what we are about to witness, definitely subscribe. There is no tea like the tea you are about to see. Women decided to dox a lot of men, and in the process, ruined their entire lives. We are taking you down this path, down this rabbit hole, of women sabotaging women, of women trying to dox men, and of fat feminists exposing themselves as unwanted, sad, depressed whores. This is probably one of the greatest timelines of all time. Lock in, boys and girls. Let's up those numbers.
TE #1 app on the App Store. A lot of women have signed up for this app, obviously. This is only going to backfire and make men less likely to approach women.
Yep, I'm going to show you a clip of that. It is literally happening.
Also, what if the guy is amazing and the girl was upset that she lost him, so she completely sabotaged his reputation?
Yep, because no one sabotages women like women. That's right, baby. I'm telling you. No one's out there actively going to sabotage women like women these days. We're living in a crazy society where if you are a fat, ugly woman, you know what you want to do? You want other women to also be fat, ugly women. Now, you see, there is a fake sisterhood, all right? It's on the surface. The facade is that women stand up for women.
Wait a minute. I'm telling you, YouTube, iHeartRadio, this guy right here is hilarious. Hilarious. And as you go on with this, as I go on with this, I'm telling you, when he gets to the rating system of some of these women, you're gonna fall out your seat. Even the women watching this You're going to be like that bastard, but at the same time, you're going to be laughing your ass off. This is funny.
They stick together, and they work together to take down the evil men that have been oppressing them for so long. This is what they call the sisterhood, and this is a facade. Beneath the surface, it's a bunch of women sabotaging other women so that they are not leading happier lives than they are. No one is more anti-women than a modern feminist. Designed to dox men and make their lives worse because they had the audacity to approach a woman. Like, this is not only going to make men less likely to date women, but it's going to make women less likely to date men. It is literally an app to shit on men. You know, like your aunt that has the public couch that all of like her friends and family gather together once a week to eat cookies and gossip about how men are all bad. This is your aunt's couch in app form. Bro, this...
He's right. American dating is cooked. Because as long as this T-app is up, they gotta have a male version to this. And the police can't shut it down. Because if the men create a version like this, like they're trying to do, the police and the feds cannot shut that down. Because if they do, they're going to have to shut this down. And I'm not talking about the app that they had before, where they were exposing women having sex on tapes and nude pictures. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if they bring out a male's version of this that does exactly as the women's version, where men can get on there, post a picture of a woman and find out her body count, like they're trying to do, find out how many kids she got, whether she's dateable or not, do she have a lot of problems, you know, and then try to find criminal history on her. You know, you can't manipulate the system to where you take a man's app down like that and keep this up.
Guy, what did he do? 16 red flags.
It also has screenshot blocking, which aims to make it so that men can't know that they're being talked about.
Right, so you're not able to screenshot yourself on this app. It is a screenshot blocked app. Now, you see, they found a way around this. They found a way around the screenshot app block. It's where you take one phone to take a picture of your screen. That you can still do.
You can even set up alerts for guys' names, and it gives you a notification when that person is being talked about.
So it is a stalker app. It's not only that, but it is an actual stalker app. Okay?
He's right. Understand something, people. Just listen to my voice. This is a stalker app, and millions of women are on this app. They are the predator. You know, and they claiming they're stopping predators. Again, remember the story I told you at the beginning of the show, how a man standing in somebody's bushes looking in his window and seeing him have sex with whores and prostitutes, and then he runs back and tell his other guys and be like, I told you that guy was a bad guy. Who's morally correct? He's not out in public with the whores. He brings them to his house. But you standing in his bushes, looking in his window. And that's why all of this crap these women talking about, being safe and protected, get the fuck out of here. You're a stalker. You set an alert on a man who might have moved to Texas or moved to New York, and somebody might ping him, and then you jump on there and say what you got. You ain't got no business saying what you got to say about that man. You and him is not together no more. This is a stalker app.
Hey, like, this is women all there putting notifications on for different men so they can essentially ruin men's life by shit-talking them to other women. So if it's a man that they want to go out with, they will sabotage him by telling other women that he's a creep, stalker, abuser. And if it's a man that they have scorn against, then they will try to sabotage him. It is the worst fucking system of all time. It is a women's society, and it is an absolute failure. Now, the funny thing is, all the modern feminists kept saying, oh, we just need all women to live in a society together. It will be so much peace and harmony. There will be so much peace and harmony in a society purely run by women. We need men for their sperm, but nothing else. We don't even need men. We only need their sperm. And women should be able to live in a beautiful society run by women. It would fall apart in a day. That shit would not survive. These bitches would sabotage each other like crazy. I'm sorry, man.
What is this? Now, I know this might be a massive shock, but the app was hacked. And all...
What? No. You mean that all the information of all these ugly women that went out there to destroy the lives of other people was actually hacked and backfiring on them big time? We're going to talk about their hack in just a minute.
All user information was leaked. It was all fat, ugly, middle-aged women.
No way. A bunch of fat, ugly, middle-aged women that are unhappy with their own lives, depressed and alone, sad with no children, all came together to shit talk men to prevent other women from also being happy? No. Impossible. There's no way.
They posted everybody's driver's licenses, fucking everything.
Yeah, actually doxing people. It's an actual stalking community.
Oh no. Men are posting pictures of women from the T app and I'm losing my mind.
No! No! That isn't...
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me you posted men's information for the world of women to see, but now they're posting your information for the world to see just who you are? You stalking. You're the danger. You women are the danger.
The consequences of my own actions. Listen, I personally do not promote doxing. I think it's wrong for the women to dox men. I think it's wrong for the men to dox women. I personally would never go in there and look for women's private information and post it publicly. All right? I think whoever is doxing them by leaking all this information did something bad that I do not condone. But it's very funny. But now that it's happened, and now that they've actually tasted the consequences of their own action, I'm not gonna make believe that it's not fucking hilarious, okay? I am fully willing to recognize that I do not approve to this race to the bottom of doxing each other. I do not approve to taking revenge on these people that are assholes doxing men. But I do think it's funny as fuck. Alright? These both things could be done simultaneously at the same time. Alright? Listen, if there was a gigantic talent agency that tried to destroy my career and ruin my life 3.5 years ago, now, I didn't want them to end up getting caught committing charity fraud and their entire company falling apart, because obviously I didn't want...
You see, he got doxxed a couple of years ago too. Somebody tried to shut him down. And the whole time, these people were committing charity fraud. You see how people try to put their morals like they're morally correct or morally better than you? And the whole time they scumbags. Backstabbing scumbags that do their dirt too. This is crazy.
The charity to get defrauded, but I'm not gonna lie, it did put a smile on my face, okay?
The T app got hacked and they're posting the selfies of women making fun of them. I feel sick. Women can't do anything to have comfort.
No! Women can't be comforted in their echo chamber where they sabotage other women and ruin the lives of men. All they wanted to do was be left alone in their little tower while they ruin men's lives. This is so sad. These poor, unfuckable women.
The only way forward is 4B leak.
Oh, stop. Oh my God. I'm telling you, this guy right here is hilarious. These poor, unfuckable women.
Dealing with males in any capacity will literally put your life in immense danger.
You do realize that you were dealing with males. That entire female-only site was done for the purpose of dealing with males.
It's point. And obviously...
So, you ready for my hot take? What the fuck is 4B? Okay, 4B is a type of feminism. It's a 4B is a feminist movement that started in South Korea. I will actually give you more insight on this because it's fucking tragic. 4B means the four no's. All right, no sex with men, no giving birth, no dating men, no marriage with men. That's 4B feminism. It's radical fucking retard feminism, where a lot of women are unhappy with their lives, so they try to convince other women to also be unhappy with their lives. Because I'm going to tell you something that might change your entire soul. Both men and women are happiest when they are married, and when they have a family, and when they have children, and when they live a life that they are loving other people and loved by other people. This is when men and women are statistically the happiest.
And he's right. A lot of these people are thrown away women, and they are miserable because all of these thrown away women are trying to find resources. Donald Trump, let me cam up real quick. Donald Trump has taken a lot of the Section 8 food stamps, and he's making it harder for people to just live off the system. Okay, that's understood. Now you got men who have woken up to these boss chicks, these women that get out here and use certain men for resources while being whores for other men. So men are starting to take their resources and keep it to themselves. So now you got this thing going on with the T-app. Okay? You see, these women on this T-app are used and abused, thrown away women. Angry, upset, and it's millions of them. But they got to take that out on the people that did them wrong. They don't want to do that because they really love these people. They're going to take that shit out on you. They don't want to be laying up with you. They don't want a middle class man. They don't want a construction worker that makes $65,000 a year. They want a CEO. They want a Jeezy. They want a football NFL player. They want a movie star. These women are living in La La Land. Every woman that pops up on the Kendra G show are subpar. And they ask for a man making $100,000 a year. That's ridiculous. And then you got kids. You think a man making over $100,000 a year is going to want to be with a woman with kids that's not his? When he can fly to Brazil and find a woman who's on his page with no attitude, no previous anger from past pump and dumps, and wife her up. Some of these women need to understand that your husband is the $65,000 a year earner. Even if you make more money than him, you might make $80,000. You might make $100,000. But that don't mean a $100,000 man or $200,000 man want to mess with you, except maybe have sex with you. Let's continue on.
All right. So you have a lot of these unfuckable, unhappy women trying to convince other women that it's actually better for them to be unhappy and alone and depressed and miserable. It's almost like it is a self-sabotage movement. Almost.
Everybody is making fun of these women, by the way. This is who's calling you an incel on the T-app.
True! These are the people. These are the people that are showing up and saying, wow, you're such an incel. You're such a bad guy. No one's ever gonna love you, says Jabba the Hutt, but also with acne.
Yep, there you go. I love how, like, by the way, if you are a girl and you're crying about your personal info getting leaked on T, you're on an app that's all about leaking personal fucking info.
Correct. This is fuck around, find out. This is karma. This is what they call God tier karma.
You would have never been. This is karma. Like, you talk about, that's karma, bro. Like, that's 100% karma.
Bro.
Like, how the fuck are you gonna go and complain about getting your personal shit leaked when all you've been doing is leaking people's personal shit?
Pretty weird. And let's just conclude it got weirder.
Here we go. The tea leak.
These are the
That's me.
No, the incels are harassing us. All we did was join a community designed to dox and harass men, and now men are harassing us. Oh, the humanity, the misogyny. This is truly the 9/11 for ugly women.
No one can have a fun time on the internet.
That's right.
It's just the rule, especially if you're a woman.
That's not true, actually. I have a lot of fun on the internet, not a woman. But then again, you don't know that.
Nice try.
I can guarantee you, anyone wearing these glasses doesn't want you to have fun. That's the last thing they want.
Dude, be Karen. You think the glasses are bad? Holy fucking haircut, bro. What are we doing? Like, no, she's got the Lord Farquaad cut, bro. What are we doing?
Context. The T app was a platform designed to catalogue and expose men with whom female users had interacted, often including full names, photographs, and personal information.
You hear that? Full names, photographs, and personal information. They didn't mind putting your safety in danger. Because who knows if a cousin might see something like this and go after one of these guys. You know, some shit like that. They didn't care about putting a man's life in danger at all.
That's fucking crazy. It's been 3 days and he stopped texting.
But here's the catch. To prevent unauthorized access by men, the app implemented a strict verification process requiring users to submit government-issued IDs.
This is awesome, bro. So, you have to realize the level of hilarity that we're dealing with. Like, this is the level of karma. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is truly the feminist holocaust, okay? It's important that we're all aware of exactly the level of fuck around find out we had. The T app is so diabolical. It's women only, right? Women only. So ID is obviously required, right? You need ID because it's women only. How will you know that it's women? So it's women only. ID required. It's a male doxing site. That's literally what it is. It gets hacked because obviously that fucking happens. Now, once it gets hacked, we have all of this. The reverse dox. This is what they call absolute cinema. There's no other possible way to explain this than absolute cinema.
Wait a minute. This guy is hilarious. You guys need to tune in to Luxor. I'm gonna try to get his information and put it at the bottom of my screen. This guy is hilarious.
Scandal. So a coordinated group from 4chan's intelligentsia swiftly gained access to the entire user database, including everything.
Look at the whole. Look at this map. Look at this map. You can't tell me, people. You cannot tell me that there are men in our society that has something to do with this. This is too much. Like, I'm not saying that women aren't capable of being computer scientists and smart enough to do something like this, but you got to have permission and backing of other men to go this far. I mean, look, to dox other men from all over the country like this. Look at all these women. And this is sad. Like, half of these women are used up. This is a lot of used up women that have been thrown into the trash heap of history. And then they expect you, the middle-aged working man, to come in and get them princess treatment. Get the fuck out of here. You mean to tell me I worked 30, 40, 50 years for shit? And all I got at the finish line is a used up rag doll of a woman with 4 bastard kids? Are you joking out here? Let's continue on.
The T App Store GPS location for signups. Oh my god, dude, how do you do this? Bro, there's no way. Alright, the good news is if you're on T App, alright, the likelihood is the rapists don't want you. Alright, so this is the
hold on. What he said is true. I wouldn't use the word rapist. But what he said is true. If you're on this T app trying to air out men, more than likely you're a jump off. You are a jump off. You've already been used and abused for 20, 30, 40 years. And now you just angry at all men. You a jump off. Men will still sleep with you. But like Corey Holcomb said at the beginning of the show, they're not trying to build no legacy with you. I don't want to look at your bastard son and give him my wealth. I want to look at my son and give him my wealth. I don't want to use a vagina that you could throw a hot dog down the hallway because she done had so many sexual partners that it takes 11 or 12 inches just to she can get her rocks off. I don't want a woman like that. Are you serious out here, people?
Of course the app was created by a man. This is fucking horrifying.
Sensitive geolocation data. One user was even part of the U.S. Department of Defense.
No! No, they doxed the U.S. Department of Defense people! There's no way! Oh my lord. Frogan took off the hijab for this one.
In the aftermath, a game was
I'm gonna show this to you.
created featuring public rankings designed to mock the former wannabe doxers.
Is this not diabolical? They have ELOs! They have a ranking site! Click on the void you prefer. Oh no.
So are you trying to say
Is that not insanity?
safe there?
Oh yeah.
We just want a safe space where we can get together and call men bad and call them all rapist, abuser, pedophiles and get away with doing that. But then the men came.
Not on their watch. I do, of course, also think that there is quite a bit of responsibility on the app. You know,
I love how
Yup. It's everyone's fault except for mine.
like, every single time something like this happens, these people play, you know, the floor is
It's all the men's fault and the people that made the app's fault and the app and the men.
lava with taking accountability for their own actions.
Bro.
You're on an app that's all about leaking personal fucking info.
Apparently, that shit was
Oh my god! Bro, what are we doing? Unbelievable. The T-app leak, honestly, bro, what are we doing, guys? This is some vampire shit. Girl, you don't need the T-app to tell you red flags, because no one without red flags is touching your ass. All the undatables got together to shit talk men.
all of that info got leaked. Like, they can see your exact coordinates.
clearly didn't set up enough security measures, so somebody nasty was
This is
able
so
to
sad.
Yes.
easily access these images and leak
Oh.
them. So head on a swivel, ladies.
And so again, you have, and this is what got leaked, by the way.
Oh my god.
This is what got leaked right here.
Oh no, hair black, sex female, height 5'3", weight 200 pounds.
Yep.
Oh!
Yep, there it is. Holy brother, that's right. I knew it.
Oh my
I
lord!
fucking knew it, bro.
Yeah, no one is surprised
Oh,
that they all look
shit.
like fucking jump scares, okay? no one is surprised that it's a jump scare compilation. Alright, and now everyone wonders, why are men not dating anymore?
And so anyway, we have this right here. So there's this girl.
Tell me why every day I go out, looking adorable, tits bouncing, skin glistening, and yet nobody ever hits on me or approaches me. Oh my god, like, please.
For the
This is so
blessed
sad.
souls who have no idea about any of this,
This is so sad. Woman goes outside, tits bouncing, skin glistening, and no one is giving her attention. This is so sad, and it's all your fault. That's right. I'm sorry. It is all your fault. With all due respect, you have activated the incel powers. All right, I'll be real here. This is your fault. Completely and utterly your fault. If a dude messages a woman, they get publicly shamed. If a dude approaches a woman, they get publicly attacked. If a dude touches a woman, God forbid, they get called rapists, abusers, stalkers. All right? This is your fault. This is the society you have built for yourself. You and your ilk have voted in and socially manipulated society to the point that men do not want that shit. Men would rather have a relationship with an AI grok bot.
Hold up, let me stop. Hold up, let me stop. Oh shit, man. Oh man, this guy is hilarious. You gotta understand something, you ladies out there that's listening to me, okay? You have created this monster because it wasn't nothing for a man to walk up on a woman and talk to her and say, hey, let me get your number. You know, you kind of cute, let me get your number. But now, if she looks at you and sees that you're not at her standard as far as wealth, she will publicly humiliate you and call you a stalker or some kind of this guy is pressing me. But as you've seen with the first video that I showed you of London, once these women see you have wealth, they will double back. All of the scare tactics and all of the he's a scary man is gone out the window. All of that shit is gone. This is a society that these women have cooked up. Now they have to live in it. Because a lot of men who are getting smart and got resources, they're not sharing their resources with used up women. We know that the woman we get with is not a virgin. We already know that. Especially when you're in your 30s and 40s. Some of these women might have one child. That's cool. But when you got women who have been literally shitted, pissed on, had trains ran on them, you know, slept with 50, 60, 70 men in their lifetime, you don't want that. You'll fuck that. Yeah, some of you women can get it, but you don't want that. Like you don't want this shit. You don't want that. Let's continue on.
With Elon Musk's AI waifu, because she is not going to turn around and call you a rapist pedophile on the internet and ruin your entire life. I'm sorry, bro. This is the shit you've created, and you are going to lie in that shit. Again, this is why having more traditional values is, in fact, based as fuck. I'm sorry. I'll be real. I don't get into personal stuff at all, but I thank God every day. I have a lovely life. And I am truly grateful for my partner in this situation. I don't divulge personal information at all. But realistically, I am an incredibly lucky dude. All right? An incredibly lucky dude with an incredibly lucky lady. What can I say? I'm a fucking mad lad living the dream. And you know what? I'll be honest. Super grateful every day. Nux almost said shit. Don't start up chat. We're not talking about this. And I am. And you know what? You can too. You can too. But don't look for these fucking people. Don't look for these people.
He's right. Don't look for these women. Get your passport. You know, even if you find a woman here, try to find one with low body count, 1 to 0 kids. Leave these women in the dust.
The business, motherfucker.
The Daily Read.